Hey, it's Kayla, also known as Miss Southwest Indiana Outdoors, and I'm here today to do a walkthrough of my kayak. I have the Old Town PDL 106, and I have had it for about 6 months now and have had it out on the water quite a few times, and I am absolutely in love with this kayak. It's fantastic, and I just want to talk about the kayak and walk you through my setup, and in case you're looking at getting one or kayak shopping, maybe it'll help you out just a little bit. First off, I'll just talk about the color itself is great. I love the blue, love the orange pops. It's fun. I like things to look nice. And to me, it looks amazing. Old Town kayaks look sharp, and I like that. It is a super stable kayak. In my old one, I had gotten to the point where I was ready to try to stand, but I was never super confident. And instantly in this one, I knew that I could stand it. It just had a different sense of stability in it. So I didn't take long before I was able to stand up in it and fish standing up. Now I haven't had any major hook sets standing up yet, but I have done some and I have had no problems. It doesn't even really rock that much while I'm standing. And it makes it a whole world of difference to be able to stand up in your kayak and fish when you're out on the water for up to 8 hours a day or more. It is a pedal kayak. So you pedal like a bicycle to go. This comes out, you put it in, and then you just lock it here. And when you get out deep enough, you lower it, and then you also lock it back here. And just pedal like a bicycle, gets you around super fast. We had paddle kayaks to begin with, and getting around in the wind was kind of crazy, almost impossible at some points, especially where we live. And pedaling around just made it like a whole lot easier. So it also has storage, a ton of storage in this kayak. We have storage up here in the pedal drive, which is incredible. Obviously, it's a little dirty. We've been out fishing in the grass and it needs a good bath, but it has storage here. It has another compartment up here, and it also has a compartment under the seat, which I absolutely love. Something we did add to this kayak was seat risers for me. It helps put my feet at a higher level. They're from Honey's Hideout. They have them for a ton of different kayaks, along with a whole bunch of other 3D printed kayak accessories. So check them out. I love them. What it does is it puts my feet at a better angle for kayaking. It let me move my seat back a little bit more, which is super valuable for space. I'm really short, so I have to have the seat all the way forward, and I was able to push it back with this. So that was super helpful. And it also helps you stand up easier. So if you have issues standing up from your seat, or you just would like to be a little bit higher to have a better angle of paddling or something like that, those are super great for that. Something else that I always make sure that my kayak is outfitted with is my life jacket. Wear your life jacket. It's super important. And on my life jacket, I have my pliers, of course, but I also have my Rogue tether, which is, to me, an essential piece of kayak equipment. This Rogue tether has saved my phone several times. And I love it. We're actually about to upgrade because they now have one that goes in your phone and it won't block. The only downfall to this is it kind of blocks your camera screen. So when you're trying to take a picture of the turnip fish, so you have to just move it a little bit, which isn't a huge deal, but they now make one that goes inside your phone case. And that's going to be awesome, and I'm ready to upgrade to that. But Rogue tethers are definitely the way to go. I have a Yak Attack TracPak, I think is what it's called. It's a double one, so there's two things here. There's two things. They both have double compartments in them. They are also need of a good wash and organization, but that's why we're getting it out and getting it ready. So, but they just snap on here, snap onto my track. Normally a little more simpler than this, but I'm on video, so of course it's not going to be great. But and then at the end of the day, I just pop it off and I throw it into my thing, and it's super convenient. I don't ever really, usually when I go out, I make sure everything I know I'm going to need is in that, and I usually don't even have to reach behind me to switch things out. I have my rod holder here, which I believe is also Yak Attack, and it is incredible. Love that. I always have one rod in there at all times, so it's been super great and convenient. Now I also have the Yak Attack phone holder. This is the one thing that I don't recommend from them. I do not like this. The reason why is when I put my phone in here, it slides out, and it's slid out multiple times. Luckily, it does have a tether with it too, so it saved it, but I'd rather have something that holds a little more secure. So I will definitely be upgrading that at some point. So I have my catch board, of course. Anyone who tournament fishes has their catch board up here. I keep it tucked under my seat, and then I pull it out for measuring. I tether most of my loose stuff to my boat so I don't lose it, because things fall out, and this is super heavy. So if it fell out, it would totally sink. I have a metal one. If you're looking at getting a catch board and you're not really sure which way to go, the metal ones are super heavy. So that's just kind of preference. The plastic ones is what my husband has, and they are a lot lighter. So that's just something to consider when you're looking at that. I wanted the purple, so I went with the metal. And although I do like it, sometimes I do wish it was a little bit lighter, but just something to think about when you're doing that. And one thing that I really wanted to show you was when, like I said, I had to have this up quite a ways because I'm short, so it limits the space in here, especially with this. So when we're measuring fish, sometimes it gets a little tricky because there's not a whole lot of space in here. So what we did is the kayak originally comes with 2 of these on each side, 1 on each side. And we took this one out. So now I stick this in here, which my rod holder's not in the exact same spot as normal, but, and then it just helps me. It keeps it downwards, which helps with measuring fish anyways, because I push all their weight there, make sure the nose is touching the bump board, and then and keeps their mouth closed. So that's what we did. That was actually thanks to Trevor. So big thanks to him for showing me that trick. It's been great. It's really helped me measure. I love this kayak because it also has a cup holder, which you can't see. I know that's super goofy, but I always have my water bottle with me, or a Coke Zero or something like that, because I need those things. So I love that about this kayak, that it has a cup holder here and it fits super secure. So I've never had it fall out. I don't have that tether. I've never had it fall out. So I like that. This is the rudder. To lower it, you just simply pull this down. Now this is something we did actually have to fix because we had a piece break off on it inside. The rope slipped off and we had to replace that whole little thing. And it wasn't easy, but it also was doable, and we were able to get it fixed. So it's now back to working. So you just, you know, raise it, lower it. When you get in the grass and stuff, sometimes you will have to kind of push it back down and all that good stuff. But super, super easy to do. And then steering is on this side, so you have left-handed steering. So you can see you just simply turn it and it helps you get wherever you want to go. There are times where I feel like it doesn't work as well as it should, but I've never had a rudder controlled one, so I don't know if it's necessarily the kayak or just the extreme winds we've been battling here in Indiana this year. So they've been a little crazy, and it could definitely be that, but there are times where I feel like it doesn't turn as good as it should. So that might be something we look into upgrading at some point. I know they have a little bit I've heard people talk about some different rudders that they put in, so that's something we may look into, but for now it does work good enough. And normally when I'm fighting the winds anyways, I'm just trying to go straight and get back to where I was. So it hasn't been a huge deal. I don't actually know what net this is, but I have this net. I like it and it does float. Don't ask me how I know, because I have lost it a few times, but it's always floated and I've been able to retrieve it. It's great. I want a longer one personally. Once again, short arms. So to be able to get the length I need to get out and be able to get the fish, I am looking at a longer one. Fun fact to consider, if you have super long arms, I don't know, I still hear people talking about getting longer lengths in the net, but for now it works. We got an Ascend soft grate for me temporarily because it was a really affordable option, and honestly I don't have any complaints right now. It works perfectly for me. So I have 2 rod holders on it. The only thing that I did notice, one time we were out, they were kind of falling all over and all that good stuff. But when I got back home, I readjusted the Velcro straps. And last time we were out, I didn't have that issue. So that's just, they're not like, you know, they're not the hard plastic. So they do have some movement and some give and take in those. But overall, it's been a great package. I can loop my sunglasses into those. I can fit a lot of things into that. It has a top pack also, so you can put stuff in there, a bag there, and a bag on that side. So storage wise, it comes with a ton of storage, which is awesome. I don't even have enough stuff to fill it up. I usually throw my Yak Attack TracPak into the thing when I'm done, along with my rod holders and my seat risers and stuff like that. So we also added these Yak Attack Mighty mounts to both sides of the thing because there is no tracks on the back. And I was putting the camera in the rod holder at first, and I needed the rod holder. So we did this, and then we also did it for my light because, once again, there was no track on that side. We were trying to stick it everywhere, and it was just falling over. That was pretty easy. Couple screws, scary, but easy. So we got it in there. So this is my camera holder. This is also from Yak Attack. It holds our GoPro when we're out. Works great. I like it a lot. Having it up here in front of my rod holder also helps the rods from not blocking it, and me being able to reach it. So that's great. And then anytime we go out for tournaments or something, we need our lights because it's dark out. We attach the light right there. So that has been super great and convenient. The kayak itself comes with 3 rod holders. It comes with 2 rear facing and then a forward facing in case you need somewhere to put your rod while you're working on something, retying something on or getting a tangle out. So that's pretty much the kayak itself. Once again, I'm just going to say that I love it. It's been great. It moves well in the water. Even when we're still going into those shallower places and I'm pulling up my pedals and stuff, I'm still able to get back there for the most part, and drag it around and get to where I need to be. Moves great in the winds. Like I said, we have had crazy winds this year, and this kayak has totally just gotten us to where we needed to be. And just, it's a great kayak. If you are looking at getting one, this is a great option, especially if you already know that you love kayak fishing. It's an incredible option. I definitely am an Old Town fan at this point. So if you have any questions, or if I didn't cover anything that you would like to know about this kayak, just drop a comment below and I will be happy to answer them for you. Thanks.